Very warm welcome to the people attending this special seminar which is linked with the World Water Day. As we know, the World Water Day for this year is linked with water quality and its impacts on ecosystems and how we can secure the longer term sustainability of the river systems and the aquifers. In the context of looking into water quality and ecosystem health, we need to remind ourselves that they are impacted by global change. Global change are the issues linked with climate change, with population change, with the land use change, as well as with the geopolitical changes and the changes which are due to the financial systems which we deal on a day-to-day basis. From a climate change point of view, it's important that it's not only to consider the gradual changes in temperature or the gradual changes in the precipitation patterns, but to look into the longer term changes which are related to the climate shifts and into the instabilities and linked in with the issues of droughts and floods. And we have seen in the recent past some of the extreme kind of events in cities as well as in the rural catchments. For example, cities like Manila, cities like Lahore in Asia, experiencing in a few hours the amount of rainfall which would have taken months to fall, and associated impacts of flooding and losses of life, and many of the issues linked with the financial and economic infrastructures which are needed to cope with these new extremes. Droughts is a reality around the world. The most prominent example perhaps is the Murray-Darling Basin, which is going through the issues of climate shift now, where we have the longest drought since the Federation drought, which was in the 19th century, which has caused many issues for the rural communities as well as for the ecosystems and water quality. If we think about the other drivers, which are even perhaps more prominent, the population. Population has caused many problems around the world now. It used to take more than 100 years, but now it can be less than 15 years we can add another billion people to the world. So you can imagine we have limited resources, but within those limited resources, if we have more people, then the availability of water and availability of food per person is going down. So if those trends continue, there would be many more tensions around the world. And many of those tensions are linked with the geopolitical aspects. Many of our river systems and aquifers are shared by more than one nation. And that's where it's important to note that 40% of world population lives in shared rivers and aquifers. And it is also important to note that more than 75% of the river flows are shared across more than 145 countries. So that's where we need to think about law, policy, and how science can help law and policy. So it's important to formulate law and policy which is underpinned by the best possible science. That's what we describe as HELP. HELP is an initiative which is going on for more than 10 years. We are into its third phase. HELP stands for the initiative at the river basin level, a UNESCO initiative which looks into the longer term sustainability of the river basins by bringing together scientists, law and policy people, people who are responsible for the management of these rivers, as well as students working within these river basins. So, if we think about today's forum, it's important to bring together an integration approach which helps us solve the water quality issues, the ecosystem health issues, the economic issues, the land use issues. And it's not only for one group of scientists or one group of policy and law people or the water managers alone to be able to solve these huge issues. These issues need to be solved by working together. That's where HELP's role is even more and more important. Now, HELP is, as you know, a web-based initiative as well, where we have established the HELP Forum. HELP Forum is now active at www.helpforum.ning.com. and HELP itself is now active in 91 river basins in more than 60 countries. So it offers many opportunities. Most important opportunity is how can we use this initiative to twin many of the basins around the world. I wish you success with your deliberations, and I look forward to some of these deliberations finding their way into the HELP forum. And thank you very much, and have a great seminar.